G'day guys, my name's Nick. This is my 23 Speed Twin 1200. Before I go on with the review, I just have to say that this bike, it rocks. It's a lovely bike. It looks great, sounds great, handles really well. It's small and it's nimble. I've done 16,000 kilometers on it within the last 12 months. Just recently I picked it up from the service center after its first year service. The bike is pretty much stock standard. The only things that I've changed on it is the tail tidy that I got at the dealership when I picked up the bike, and I've got my knobbins here so I can use my paddock stand to lift up the bike and maintain the chain itself. The other everyday maintenance items are the coolant is behind this cover, and you've got a spyglass there for your oil, which you can check quite easily. The seat height is great. I'm 172, so it's not a midget's bike, but it's for those mid-size men like myself. Riding position's great. When I ride a bike, all I can do is just think about and I just can't get enough. I love riding this machine. It's nimble, it's fast, it's powerful enough. It's a motorcycle, so it can always be a little bit quicker, have a little bit more power, but for me, it's enough. The fuel tank's great. I've already got a few scuff marks on it because I use a tank bag. I've got a few chips here I can see. They are just road debris that come up from the road as traffic goes by. The clocks are great. They're nice and simple. I've got two trip meters and two fuel consumption readings as well. The fuel consumption doesn't really bother me because that's a sort of a stat you would look up when you're first buying the bike, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. If it guzzles 5 litres per 100 k's or 6, it just doesn't make any difference because you still have to fill it up. With the trip meters, there's 2 of them. Once again, I don't know why you would use trip meters, but they're there. They reset themselves every now and then because I've noticed after about 6 months of ownership, I think the batteries started dying a little bit. I don't trickle charge it because I use it every day, but every now and then when I start up the machine, it doesn't start the first go. So the clocks reset themselves, the needles go up and down. You can hear the fuel pump, finish pumping fuel. You restart it again, and by then your trip meters are reset to 0. As you can see, the last time the bike failed to start was a couple of Ks ago. And also what happens there sometimes is the riding mode resets itself. I normally keep it on sports mode, but sometimes I find after the second start or misstart, the riding mode resets itself to rain or road. At the front here, as you can see, you've got those lovely Triumph exhaust pipes. They're a little bit stained. I haven't polished them. I'm one that doesn't really polish this bike all that often. What I do is I just ride it a lot and I maintain it. So I look after the bike. The looks, a bit of dirt here and there, it just doesn't bother me. It looks like it's a used machine. I'm actually using it. There's a bit of surface rust coming up on the front bolts of the motor. The gearbox is great. It's not clunky, it just selects gears as you need them. Beautiful gearbox. The motor is excellent. It's just got those 2 huge cylinders at the front, and they just deliver that power that you need and the torque. It's not a high revving motor. The radiator's already got some chips in it. It's because this front mudguard is quite short, so you've got pebbles coming up onto the mudguard. The Brembo calipers are massive, huge stopping power, and the discs. Now the disc is my concern here because, actually I've just noticed there's condensation in this right-hand indicator. That's amazing. Wow. Anyway, back to the discs. I've just picked up the bike from my 1-year, 16,000 K service, and the guys, it was a Triumph authorised dealer. They changed the oil, changed the air filters and oil filters, so they cleaned the chain, lubed the chain, they did a couple of other things. Now, when I dropped it off, I mentioned to them that I reckon the discs are warped, and they are. The reason why I reckon they're warped is because at high speeds, when you hit the brakes, they pulsate. At low speeds, as you're coming up to lights, the bike tends to, the go stop sort of a feeling. When it came to the talk about making a warranty claim, let me just describe it to you like this. This is how the conversation went. And then they told me, get your warranty claim and stick it up your ass. They ain't going to raise a warranty claim for the bike because the machine's done over 1,000 kilometres, which is like... The rotors are not a consumable item. Discs, oils, filters, lights, well, like this indicator I just mentioned, they'll be my issue. Tyres are consumables, discs are not. I've done 16,000 Ks on the bike, and I don't think I should be replacing my discs. I think the discs are faulty to start off with. I can't be expected to pay 300 plus the pads, plus the brake fluid and bleeding of the brakes, you know, the labour and that. They'll be over $1,000 Aussie. So I reckon that's a warranty claim in my books. Anyway, so these guys decided to not play ball. What I did was the same day I scanned my service history and their invoice that actually stated that the bike will not be subject to warranty because it's done over 1,000 Ks. And within 2 days, I got a call from Triumph. And turns out that the gentleman from Triumph sort of saw the situation a little bit differently, and he thought that the service centre should have handled the situation differently and actually looked more deeper into the reason why my disc pads are warped. So after the conversation, I felt like, and as luck would have it, he did ring up the service centre, and I'm just waiting for them to get back to me, see if they can help me out with my problem. Now, is this bike a forever bike? It's very hard for me to make that call at the moment because of the discs. If the discs get fixed up, I will consider it as a forever bike. What I would do in that case is think about decatting it, remapping it, getting some other exhaust on and better shockers. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Hello. Stop recording. How's it going?